Hey guys, good morning, Jedi here. Last night I was looking through my weapons rack and I was trying to find some things that I had done reviews on and I hadn't. And I came across my Matrix QD silencer for my MP7. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't review it earlier because I've had a chance to use it and there's been some problems crop up and I believe that I have the answer for that. So this morning I go over to Evic and I read some of the written reviews on this product, and one guy says that it increased his FPS. Absolutely not. No way. If you buy the power up version with the top bore inner barrel, then yes, that will boost your FPS. Not by a whole lot, but you add a Reaps bucking to this weapon on top of a top bore barrel in the power up version, which is probably about $10 or $20 more expensive than this one. This one clocks in at 60 bucks. It comes with a steel flash hider. Now, it's not going to increase your FPS, not one little bit, but it will increase the loudness, and it's very noticeable. That part I can get on board with. Another thing that he said was that it wasn't QD because he had to take these screws out, and they're spring loaded, and he said he lost his spring and had to look for it forever. That's why I'm saying it's like Wikipedia. You can find good information in the written product reviews on the website, but guys, don't take it for the gospel. Okay, read into it, look at it, see what they're saying, and try to figure out for yourself whether or not it's total BS. Because let's see how QD it is. You grasp the silencer here, push down on the spring mechanism. There you go. No screws needed to be removed. No screws were harmed in the filming of this video. Take it off. That's about as quick as it gets. One of the things that I do not like about this silencer, and let me get to zoom in here, are these fantasy trades. Alright, Special Force and the 5th group, Diopresso Liber, flash attachment. I don't like this at all. I thought about painting it, I thought about removing it, and I thought, you know what, it's not worth it, just don't worry about it. And I'm starting to go along with a good buddy of mine, and I'm really going to start buying a lot of my stuff from overseas because you can get good real trademarks on things and you don't have to worry about changing anything, and it's just a matter of doing the right thing with US regulations to get what you want. And you know, he said that this was aluminum on there, it's steel. And one thing that I learned real quick, now if you look down in here, you see that snow? That's busted BBs. Because when this thing is mounted on the MP7's stock flash hider, and you could have this problem with the AEG version as well. I want you to pay close attention. I don't know if you can tell. You see that minute movement? There it is there. There's some play there. And what it's doing is that from here, when the BB comes out, it's striking the inside edge of the front, and it's busting these BBs up. I think that has a lot to do with it, because if you look at the supplied flash hider, it looks a little bit bigger in circumference. It's definitely bigger here than it is right there. So I'm thinking that's why they sent it, because it needs it. And I didn't change it because I was like, well, maybe I don't have to. I can just go ahead and use it. It sat on my weapons rack for a while and I hadn't had a chance to play with it or use it that much. So today I'm going to change out this flash hider and see if that cures my ills, because I've tried adjusting the hop up and that simply didn't work. So we'll look at that, and then I'll hit you up with a update later. This suppressor clocks in at about $60 over at Evic, and it's out of stock right now. And for good reason, it's a good one. But if you do want one that's going to up your FPS, then go ahead and spend the extra $10, $20 on the power-up version that comes with a top bore inner barrel. And then do yourself a favor, buy a Reaps bucking for your gun, because if you're going to be changing the inner barrel out, you might as well go ahead and put the Reaps in there, and that's going to really massively affect your accuracy and your FPS on this gun. As a good friend of mine, Booby M48, says, it is the best. One of the best modifications you can do to any gun you have is the Reaps bucking, because that bucking has a wider, flatter surface on the inside, and it makes contact with the BB on more of its surface. So that's what helps you out, and it's just an incredible add-on to be around $10, $15 for a bucking. and you'll soon find yourself putting it in every gun you own. This one will eventually, when I buy an inner barrel. But yeah, I mean, man, it's awesome. I mean, there's nothing in the world wrong with it. It is QD. Don't listen to him when he says you got to take screws out. You just saw me do it. Don't think it's going to increase your FPS, because it's definitely not going to increase it at all. But it is going to increase the sound. So if you can live with the fantasy trades, and not spend now the $20 higher version Power Up just has the equipment written on it right there. It doesn't have any of the fantasy trades on it. But to be honest with you, it really makes the MP7 stand out. It makes it look 10 times better, and I can't stand the look of it without it. So it's an excellent product to buy. It helps out a lot, and you know, it does screw off here from the knurled section, and the front end does screw off. And I thought, well, let me try the Mad Bull, screw them in and see if they match up. Well, it's just a couple millimeters. This is a couple millimeters bigger than the biggest circumference Mad Bull suppressor, so they don't work. So there you go. I thank you for watching. This has been my review of the Matrix QD mock suppressor, and for the MP7. It'll work on the TM models, the NP7, and all the AEGs. And just keep in mind, you want to install this steel flash hider before you install the suppressor. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.